Today I am doing something a little different because on Wednesday, on Halloween, we had advising practicum and I was hanging out with my buddies because I actually planned on sleeping the whole day until I had to go to rehearsal, but my friends were like, let's go here and let's go here. So I went around with my friends until me, my friend Anna, and my friend Raul, we all ended up in the book room of the Smith Building, which I didn't know existed, and it is my new happy place. And in there was like a typewriter, there was like craft stuff everywhere. It just felt so 2000-y. And well, not the typewriter, but it just felt old in there. And there was like a little boom box with like a radio on it, so I turned the radio on and I was listening to like classical music because I don't know the radio stations in the city, so I just turned on classical. Then Raul was like, no, we need to play some actual music. There's like a bunch of like CDs that were sitting on the table next to the boombox. There was one labeled The Streets. So it started playing this song and it just really inspired me to make this video because it was just there was just so much happening. This band also, I mean, this isn't really a band, it's just a dude. His name is The Streets, and I did some research on him. He's a British rapper. His name is Mike Skinner. His last name is Skinner. He's 39 years old today. His birthday is November 27th, I believe. He's got a wife, and I think he's got some kids, I don't really know. But he was active as The Streets from 94 to 2011. What kind of was funny to me is that he got married in 2010, and I feel like his wife was like, listen, we're married now. You gotta stop the rapping shit, because it is not cute. How do I put this? The album that we listened to was called A Grand Don't Come for Free, I believe. And it was his second album that he wrote. And actually, I did some research on it, like a fucking college student. But this album was published 2004. He actually released a single, which is like the only kind of okay song on this album, called Fit But You Know It. It reached number 4 in the UK. Then it was also used by EA Sports as a part of the soundtrack for FIFA 2005. So this song, apparently people really liked it. Don't really know why. Apparently the whole album entered the chart like in the UK as number 2. But then it eventually ended up as number 1. It leads me to think that absolutely no one in the UK in 2004 had any sort of taste, because this was like the shittiest album I've ever heard. All the songs are so loaded. Actually, this album was supposed to tell a story of like how like he lost some money and then he found a girl, and then the girl cheated on him, and then like he sad boy hours. In the story of this like whole album, there are characters. There's a lot of characters. We have a character named Scott, we have a character named Dan, we have a character named Simone, and we have Mike, of course. And there's like a whole plot twist and everything like with these characters, and I got hooked for many different reasons. There are many ways to like convey a story through music. That's what music is for, but the whole album tells a story, and that's a really good idea. But the way he does it is, it's not particularly good. The first song of the album, like I said, inspired me to make this video because it was just so fucking bad. Like I can't describe it any other way. It was just really fucking bad. It's called It Was Supposed to Be So Easy, and it opens with that line and it ends with that line, and I just want you to just hear it.
It was supposed to be so easy.
I'm just gonna go through just highlights of this album. Some lyrics that really spoke to me. Hey, I also wanted to add that I, looked for music videos and stuff for this album and these songs, but like I only found a music video I believe 2 of them, and the rest are just soundtracks. So I'm just gonna put some nice nature B-roll in the background as I show you these songs because I'm sure you're tired of staring at me. And one of the songs in the album, it's called I Wouldn't Have It Any Other Way. I think this one inspired me to like, I don't know, just reevaluate my own life because I related to it more than I needed to. He says,
"No, I think I will sit on the sofa and eat my TV meal. I would actually much prefer to just sit here and chill."
I admire that because sometimes you just gotta sit there and chill and eat your TV meal, you know? There's a song on the album called Get Out of My House. You just gotta listen to it.
Go, get out of my house, please, and actually give me back my keys. But I'll be proper angry if you're not back later on your knees.
I mean, sometimes you gotta tell, your mate to get out of your house, I guess. I actually found out the other day that, like, Americans pronounce this word wrong. We always say twat, It's actually twat. And for some reason, that just sounds so much worse. Anyway, the song is called Such a Twat. It's about him talking about how much of a twat he is. But, like, the way he tried to make the song was, like, he started out, like, making, like, a phone conversation where, like, a lot of the lyrics were, like,
oh, Nat, I can't hear you.
There's this one particular lyric of him doing that like, stuck out to me as, like, the real 2004 experience. And it sounds like this.
Yeah, I think we got cut off. Yeah, I got crap reception in my house. I have to stand in a certain spot in my kitchen or it cuts out.
First of all, the rhyme scheme there, amazing. It just sounded like poetry. Sometimes it be like that when it's 14 years ago. The song, the only one that I find kind of okay. There is the whole bridge of the song. He's like talking and like doing ad-libs. It just makes the song sound worse than like imaginable. The whole bridge. I just want you to like hear it because like I can't do it justice, but it just blows my mind that this was in the song.
Are you smoking something?
Mike, just leave it, just leave it.
We cannot have that behaviour in this establishment.
It's not worth it, Mike. Just leave
Don't
it.
touch me.
It's not worth
Don't
it.
touch me. Look, I'm alright. Don't touch me.
We cannot have that behavior in this establishment. That is such a good line. Like, my mom would get that shit at me if we were British. It's just so uniquely Mike Skinner. What the fuck is he talking about? Okay, anyway, the last song, or not the last thing I'm gonna touch upon is the song, it's called What Is He Thinking? And this is where the plot twist takes place. At this point in the story, he's found this girl and he's like officially courting her, and they're like a thing, and you know, we have, I think it's Simone, who is the girl, and there's Dan and Scott. And they are Mike's friend. However, we find a little plot twist in here. 2 plot twists, actually. So the song's What's He Thinking? Now, there are 2 lyrics I wanted to look at in this song. One is just, the rhyme scheme in this is just really interesting to me. It just looks like he went to Rhyme Zone, if that exists in 2004, and he just made up lyrics based on like the words he found in like the first column.
What the fuck's he saying? She had gone. Either he has gone John Barnes or he's trying to spin me a con's yarn. He thinks he's the fucking Don Gar. How long have I undergone his smarm? Shrugging it all off as fun charm. If he don't stop looking at the TV though, I'm gonna wrap the cable round his wee throat.
Okay, go off, I guess. Also, wee throat? I've never heard that before. Maybe it's because I'm not British, but also, who describes someone's throat as small like that? Like, and also the word wee? How creative. Now, this is where the plot twist is. Here we go. It says,
Is he scheming to be near Simone in the club? I wondered what was on the go. Dan was trying to keep Scott from being close, but Scott teeth my money and he teeth my coat.
what is teeth? Like, what is teeth? Is that, and I mean, I get it's to steal, but like, anyway.
And he's trying to steal my girlfriend under the nose.
So now, in the story, Mike suspects Scott of trying to steal his girl from him. Now, at this point in the song, we're thinking like, holy shit. However, later in the song, at the very end, like the literal last lyric of the song, it's literally like, just kidding. Turns out it was Dan who cheated with Simone. Or, how does it... Simone cheated on Mike with Dan. Then after that, there's 2 more songs, and it's just like sad boy hours for the rest of the album. Or he's just like sad, like they break up, and he's just like depressed, and he's like, wow, fuck Dan, fuck Scott, fuck all my friends, fuck me, I'm such a twat, you know? I just think that it's a work of art in the worst way. Like, he tried so hard to convey his story, and if you take it upon yourself to listen to this album, I recommend it. Recommend doing it while you're with friends, though, because otherwise it won't be enjoyable. You'll find it very funny when you're with your friends, but if you're sitting alone listening to this album, you're just gonna want to kill yourself. And because the album was from 2004, it was literally 14 years ago, I was thinking, you know, he stopped being a rapper in 2011, so I thought maybe in 7 years, you know, he might have improved a little bit. I listened to some of his music from 2011. One of his main problems is his flow is garbage. He's just like talking kind of rhythmically, but not really. Like, it doesn't sound like he's rapping. It just sounds very uncomfortable. Like there's a gun pointed to his head, and the record dealer was like, if
You don't rap right now.
to listen to it, does not sound any different. His flow is still garbage. But actually, he released a single this year, so I was like, maybe, you know, after a while, he's gotta be. It's been 14 years.
If I ever told you I needed you, I really needed you. If I told you I needed you, and you weren't there, when I told you I needed you, I really needed you.
You would think that you would learn from your mistakes. You think you would learn from your past and evolve. However, there is no evolution taking place in Mike Skinner's world of the streets. Now, I realize, but I'm giving him revenue, which honestly, he deserves it because, you know, he got his money stolen by his friend Scott and his coat steeped by Scott. And he got his girlfriend, like, his ex-girlfriend, cheated on him with, like, one of his best friends. He deserves some money. And I'm just so glad that I went to the book room on Wednesday because if I didn't, I would have not have ever discovered this incredible artist. And I would never have learned to appreciate the music he brings to not only the UK, but the whole world. I'm gonna link Mike Skinner music in the description because I think everyone on earth deserves to hear this. Thanks for tuning in and have a blessed day.